The San Jose Sharks lose a tough one to the Seattle Kraken 4-2. But if this game was played 10 times, they would probably win 9 of them. But I guess tonight wasn't one of them. We're here to break it down on Teal Town, USA. You know where to find us. You know us. You love us. You can find us on the YouTube, the X, the Insta, the Facebook. You can find us really on all the social platforms, thanks to Felix and Puck Guy, who live tweet after pretty much during every game. I'm your host tonight. It's Jules. It's Tyler. It's Felix. We're here to break down look. I said this in the intro and I'll say it again. If this game was played 10 times, Sharks would win 9 of them. But this apparently wasn't one of them.
No.
Let's just start here. I guess let's start with Tyler here. What are your overall thoughts? We watched this game together on the cord. What were your overall thoughts?
Overall, this was one of like the weirdly most dominant games that the Sharks have played. Outside of like a few minutes at the end of the first and the beginning of the second, the Sharks were the ones primarily driving the game. We got, what was it, 36 shots on goal, and then if you look at the other stats, 23 block shots. Like, we're trying to pepper the net so much. And it's just, there was multiple times, if you're watching the game, just we could not get that little bit left to get the goal.
Yeah, Felix, what are your thoughts?
I am very much inclined to agree. I thought the Sharks pushed hard this game. Unfortunately, the Kraken, a very desperate team, I might add, they showed a little more jump and they got their sticks in the right lanes and all that kind of stuff. And oh yeah, that's right. The court kind of was good tonight, right?
Yeah, no, look, I mean, honestly, like, it's hard to be mad at the Sharks for this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't even pretend to be mad at them.
Yeah.
Just because you look like that was a very dominant showing by the Sharks, and I know the score did not reflect it.
No.
I'm sure Askey wants that first goal back by Tolvanen, but let's get into that. Good job, Jules. Good transition. Sure, it's Chernyshov. We'll get to Chernyshov. Ilya Tolvanen scored early on just, I think Gaudette and Celebrini ran into each other in the neutral zone, and it just led to a break for Tolvanen. I think, if anything, Askarov wants that back. But the Sharks did reply rather fast, I believe, on the power play goal scored by Adam Gaudette, assisted by Igor Chernyshov and Macklin Celebrini. Before we talk about Igor Chernyshov, I think before that goal, the Sharks had about 18 chances to score. And prior to the Kraken scoring, the Sharks had about 400 goals to score. Anywho, let's talk about Igor Chernyshov for a second. He was a beast! Felix, let's start off with you.
Chernyshov has been very, very impressive. Like, I mean, his reads, first of all, I love how he drives to the net. Like, obviously, that's you have to take the puck to the net to score, and like, I really just love his game. He's got a big body, and he just his game's just been just super awesome, and he is making it very, very hard for Orso Greer to send him back to the A. So
100%.
100% true.
Yeah, what I will say, the Sharks did miss Will Smith this game.
Oh, yeah.
I think we underestimate what a big not underestimate. I think that Calgary game kind of gave us some hope that, you know what I mean, prior to the Smith injury, but they missed Smith tonight.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue this. We'll talk more about that, and then Colin Graff would score early in the third period.
Hold on, Jules. Jules.
Yes.
We got a super chat.
Oh, right. I'm really bad with those. Thank you, Jerry F., for the $2 super chat. We greatly appreciate it. It helps keep the light on and us having to avoid to talk about shaving your balls. I just wish we could have pulled this one off. Thanks. Yeah, no. Look, someone said it in the chat. I think the deserved winometer was at an 88% for the Sharks. Look, these games are going to happen.
Yeah.
It sucks. but it's probably means the floodgates will open for them. And naturally, they're somehow going to beat like
Um,
Minnesota out of all the
I
teams
got a
coming up
question
here.
for y'all,
Yeah,
and
what's up?
like, this is in no way an indictment of like Macklin, because like Macklin is what he is. He's absurdly good. Like we already know that. But
Yeah.
when you got a team like the Kraken, who just like they know what he is, so they're naturally just gonna take away the middle. They're gonna take away the slot and his passing options. Do you think maybe he needs to adjust a little on those, or am I just reading too much into it?
It's hard to say that because I think the Sharks got so many chances with that top line.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how I was feeling. I don't think that they were actually very effective at shutting down the top line. I mean, he's only getting credited with one, but I
yeah,
mean, Chernyshov, Celebrini, and Graf
okay,
basically got the first two goals by pure effort alone.
right, yeah, and
Well, the only two goals, I should say,
yeah,
not the first two.
yeah. Um, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying like, thank you, Jules. So Barth is Italian, saying later on in the game, Macklin was trying to force some passes, and yeah, that's like you're gonna have that, and I think, in fairness to myself, I think I've just been so spoiled by Macklin's absurdly high hockey IQ that I'm just like, okay, maybe don't force that pass, but again, like that's just the type of player he is. So I mean, I guess at that point, it kind of is what it is.
And then we go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, it's not only the passes that
Mhm.
I've noticed that he's
Yeah.
really had a couple times where he's just trying to force it through.
Mhm.
Zone entry, like
Yeah.
I know we rely so much on Celebrini for zone entry, but there was a couple times where it's just like he's trying to bowl through players because he knows that this team relies on him, and
Yeah.
there's a certain amount of. It's actually not up to Celebrini adjusting. It's the team needs to understand
Yeah.
somebody else needs to step up. He
I
can't be the
wholeheartedly
only one
agree.
driving it.
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree. And I was thinking that, like, while I was watching this team, I was like, this, or while I was watching this game tonight, and I was like, this is why this team needs to not rely on celebrating so much.
Well, it's also just like the second line has been iffy. It's been hot, and I hated the third line today. Whatever that was, never do it again. I think the Jeff Skinner experiment might be over. Even if you didn't see Warsow's quote today, he had a very kind of, I don't say spicy quote about Jeff Skinner, but spicy quote about Jeff Skinner. But we'll talk about this a little more at the end. But we go on to the two most flukiest goals that literally happened the same way. Riker Evans scores his third of the season unassisted, and then Ryan Lindgren gets his first goal of the season. Assisted by Chandler Stevenson, who seems to always get points against the Sharks, and Freddie Gaudreau, who played top 6 minutes for the Seattle Kraken, I believe, today. So, yeah, look, that Riker Evans one, both of them kind of happened the same way. They were both shots from the point Askarov was screened and they got deflected in pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flukiest goals you'll ever see. Yes, one of them did deflect off of Mook's foot. Yes, Mook was on the ice for both. It's kind of screening his goalie, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, rough there a little from Mook. But
I
yeah, and
mean,
then the Kraken would finish it off with the empty net by Chandler Stevenson, with Ilya Tovlin getting an assist as well as Joey Decord. Eklund just with a brutal. I know what he was trying to do, but that was a brutal
yeah,
pass,
that
kind of
was,
right up the gut, and
that was,
the Kraken player took it. And
and I
I
just, sorry.
no, go ahead,
Um,
Felix.
I just felt like as the game wore on, I know like the Sharks had like a bazillion scoring chances tonight, but like I just felt like as the game wore on, like some of those passes were getting like broken, like more and more of those like plays were getting broken up, and just those like those passes were getting off target just because
I
of
Yeah.
Seattle pressuring. I don't
I
know if
also
you,
don't know what Toffoli was doing. Like if Toffoli had himself a weird game today, and by weird I mean kind of a bad game by Toffoli. If you look,
It was
I'm
pretty
looking at the
bad.
Edge replay. I don't know why Toffoli didn't get that because the replay, like if you look at it, the pass was directly to Toffoli. It just goes over his stick.
Yeah.
um,
No, Toffoli had probably one of his worst games. Like again, for a game that the Sharks looked so strong for most of the game, Toffoli was never a part of really any of the scoring chances that they had.
Yeah, I think the broadcast, I think, was joking. Like he like the whistle. I think the whistle had blown or something already, or when by the time Toffoli like sort of put the puck in the net late, it was like on that one like net out scrum or whatever. But like yeah, no. Aside from that, this was a rough game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a rough game, but look, unfortunately, it's the NHL. These type of games are going to happen. The Sharks, I think, have won a few of those where they were on the Kraken side, where they're not dominating at all throughout the game, and they get a few lucky bounces here or there, and they win, right? You could
Or
argue
just
that was
there's been a couple of games where, let's be honest, Celebrini just carried the team on his back.
Celebrini just carried the team on his back, and I do want to say, if there is a bright side that came from this game, it's Igor Chernyshov.
Oh,
100%.
Igor Chernyshov and Colin Graf
yeah.
have emerged as absolute monsters. Colin Graf has I forgot to put up the banner.
You did. That's true. Somebody in chat said that he's been over a point per game since he's been moved up to the first line, which
he just plays the right way.
Yeah.
Like, I know people might hate me for saying this. I don't care. But he plays the right way.
Look.
When has Colin Graf ever had a play where you're like, huh? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if my camera is as laggy as it is on my screen right now. I apologize if it is. Amanda in the car fully looked tired and worse. Hi, Puck Guy. Hi, Amanda. Hopefully I'm not disappointing my adopted parents right now.
Well, I mean, we haven't talked a lot about the accelerated schedule of the year. That I mean, this has been a really weird season. I mean, look at the East. Nobody's below 500.
The West,
even
is
the
like
worst team in the West isn't even that bad. It's been a really strange season. So, we talked about how sometimes players are not seeming to skate the full game and they're coming out sluggish and stuff like that. Maybe there's something to say because, apparently Toffoli's looking sluggish only after warm-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, I see a lot. Okay, I want to address this comment. Celebrini carrying the team on his back. Yeah, we're nowhere near where we're competing for the cup.
Yeah.
I'm not super worried about that at the moment, but I get what you're saying.
We don't even have an established top 6 right now.
We don't have an established much besides Celebrini Smith. Everyone else is arguably, and Eklund. I thought Sam Dickinson and Vincent Iorio had an amazing game together. I would like them to keep them together.
Oh yeah, Dickinson and Iorio, like there was a couple of situations where they were making some great passes between each other, moving up and down in the offensive zone, and actually there was one of the scoring opportunities that it was a tic-tac-toe between, I think it was Iorio, Dickinson, I think Chernyshov, and then Celebrini.
Yeah.
And it moved around the boards, and then they got an opportunity right in front of the net. They were excellent, and we were actually really annoyed watching the game when we're like, why is Klingberg on with Dickinson? What happened to Iorio?
Yeah, no, Dickinson still has his moments where he definitely was the one guy back and made a fun little move at the blue line. Gave Tyler and I an absolute heart attack. Don't even bring up Eklund. I don't know if that's because I forgot to bring him up or you don't consider him as part of the future. Let me know. But yeah, look, I'm just curious what you think, Sam. That's all I meant by that. Because I will fight anyone that says Eklund's not part of the future.
When I address something in the chat,
what's up? Which one?
At Cash Tiffer, I am concentrating on the show.
Concentrate on the show. I'm trying to give you guys love in the chat, and we already covered the game, so the chat's like, this game. There's not much else to say besides,
I mean, do we want to
Yeah,
we can do a full analysis of the puck hitting Mukmadulin's skate,
yeah,
and bouncing off the ice and over Askarov's shoulder. I mean,
no, look, like the Sharks had about 18 bajillion chances to score a goal. And like that one play where Eklund was on a wraparound and just I don't know how that didn't go in. It was Joey Decord being a miraculous.
I wasn't even going for that Eklund one. I was talking about the one where it like hit off of Eklund and then just pops right next to it, and he tries to scoot it in, and then just Decord kicks it away, and we just can't jam it in.
Well, there was also Igor Chernyshov had like 3 snipes to start the game, and one of them like squeaked through Joey Decord's 5-hole, and he just turned and it goes the other way. I will say that's how I got robbed of a hat trick in beer league, was the same exact play. So I feel you, Igor Chernyshov.
I mean, if there's anything to nitpick, actually we have quotes first.
Warsofsky on if he thinks Igor Chernyshov is an NHL player. Who asked him that? Like, what reporter was like, yeah, we should ask that question? Sorry, not to hate, but like, why would...
I'll say this: hockey media has been interesting of late.
I love when I ask a question where literally there's one answer that the coach can give without getting fired.
Thank you, Robbie Man 5380 for the super chat. I can't speak English. I'm in the school of thought where Mike Greer should buy and sell at the deadline. I would love to get an anchor that complements Macklin. I'm in the same boat.
I think we already have him though. It's going to be next year. It's Cherny.
Well, the thing is, he might be with Misa though. And there's also Musty, but I get what you're saying.
I love the idea that, let's pair up the guys that were in the OHL together. I love that idea. But look what happened tonight. You can't deny just how much Chernyshov and Macklin were able to just drive plays together. And what role that Chernyshov provided that the Macklin Celebrini line has been missing. Imagine if Will Smith was there and we've got this big presence offenseman in front of the net when they're able to just do their passes back and forth and then rip a shot on net, maybe get a tip or just get a dirty goal. They've been missing that.
Yeah. Look, and the thing, I think like Will Smith getting injured, it sucks, it's awful, but I do think Igor Chernyshov has put the Sharks in a very tough position moving forward.
Oh yeah.
And yes, I think talking with a few people, he probably does need some more AHL time. If that's probably going to end up being the option. But like, because the Sharks do have a tendency to overripe prospects. Luca Cagnoni, a few others being other names.
I still have faith in Cagnoni. I want him.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. But he's making it very tough for the Sharks to send him back.
Yeah.
And the Cuda do miss him, don't get me wrong. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. That guy.
Good on Chernyshov.
Saying Warsofsky said Liljegren is day to day with his upper body injury. Doubtful to play Tuesday in Vegas.
Oh boy. So we're gonna throw out Nick Leddy on Tuesday, aren't we? Who else do we have? Unless they roll out the same decor as they did today, which I'm really hoping that's the case against Vegas.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Like, I
don't.
Because
Liljegren's hurt.
Yeah, Liljegren, and then we're cutting Leddy because it's Leddy.
I mean, is Vinny close to being back? I know he was skating. He's not close to being back.
Yeah, I didn't really heard much on him, to be honest.
Yeah, I fear Leddy. Nothing against Nick Leddy. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy.
Right.
But he was a -5 in that Pittsburgh game.
I fear no man, but that thing scares me.
I 100% agree with the Cherny take. Dude is a big power forward that line needs. Smith is talented, but he's soft on the puck. Yeah, no, look, I think Igor Chernyshov, I was shocked when he fell to the second round of that 2024 draft. I think Mark and I and Kevin were all just like, how is he available at 33? So, I
and then we're
it's awesome.
Well, I guess we also, if we're going to start talking about Musty, I guess we got to also bring up the fact that he got absolutely rung in the head today.
We'll get to that in a second. I have thoughts on that.
Anyway, I was just going to say, and we're also just completely glossing over the fact that we also have Musty. That's like, I think Musty would be perfectly fine to pair alongside Misa, as Musty's a shooter. pair a player like Misa with a shooter, and then we can still put. I saw it in the chat. I know I made the comment in Discord, but whether or not you go with Eklund or Graf as the 6th player, I don't think you have a wrong answer there. But it's just like, yeah, you just got to find the right guys to pair with it and how to maximize what a line can do together.
Yeah, for sure.
By the way, saying Musty got hurt tonight.
Yeah, I heard he was back though, because I heard someone told me he was back in the game, and I only got to watch the first period. But for those of you who missed the game, my recap was that the end of the first period, Quentin Musty took an elbow, pretty much an elbow right to the head. Barracuda got a 5-minute major from it. Musty was helped off the ice. He did come back though at the end of the first period, and from what I understood, he started the second. But it was a 5-minute major. The Reign scored a shorthanded goal. Kuda then replied to tie it 2-2. Kuda then would end up winning in the shootout 4-3. The Kuda missed Chernyshov. Yeah. Their power play misses Chernyshov, even though I don't believe their power play was that good with Chernyshov, but they still missed Chernyshov.
As much as he did finish the game, we probably are going to be on concussion watch because
that was a elbow right to the head, and the guy
was not a good replay to watch.
No, and I also don't know why he did it. Like, it was such a late hit. Also, like, it was just. I don't even remember the guy's name, and honestly, he doesn't deserve the screen time. But like, it was a dumb play. Anyways, what are we arguing about in the chat? No, yeah, I'm joking. But the Kuda now, I still believe they're sitting second in the AHL standings. So in the not AHL standings, in the Pacific Division of the AHL. So again, good on them. They're definitely missing Cardwell and Chernyshov. And Cardwell was a scratch tonight. Who I don't. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about I just don't know. Is like I really liked Cardwell. I think he's been wonderful as a depth forward. I know he didn't have the best last game, so there's that.
He always scores against the Kraken though, and we lost by technically 1 goal because empty nets are weird. Also, my bad. The Kuda are tied for second in the Pacific Division with the Ontario Reign.
Do you think Sam Dickinson? Oh, Dickinson's absolutely not going to the Olympics.
No, I think they mean World Juniors.
Yeah, I think that lineup's also already set, so I think it's a no.
Well, there's still a chance according to Max.
Oh, is there? Okay.
There's still a chance according to Max.
All right. I think there's a world where the Sharks kind of release him. We already have a huge backup at defense. Makes the player happy. And again, I still think the expectations are we're not a playoff team. So I think make the player happy. Let him go.
Doesn't hurt.
That's my take.
Doesn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, from what I saw from Max, there's still a chance that they can. But I know Misa's down there right now. And I know he took 2 penalties in his first game. Also, Gavin McKenna.
Before we move on, I mean,
yes.
it's a big part about McKenna as well. But he showed actually some decent leadership.
Oh yes. Let me find the quote.
Misa showed some great leadership because I know Jules was about to explain it.
You want to explain it?
You can explain it if you want. I think you watched it. I didn't watch the actual goal, so I don't know how bad it was.
Okay. Pretty much McKenna, Canada got a power play and the Swedes were on a delayed penalty call. And Gavin McKenna fumbled the puck and it landed in the empty net. Not the greatest look for Gavin McKenna. Poor guy got some heat for that. Luckily, it was just kind of a pre-tournament game and whatever. But Michael Meese actually did show some really good leadership there. Michael Meese, thanks to Mark Masters, Michael Meese on Gavin McKenna. I told him in the room, flush it. It's pre-game tournament. He's going to do much bigger things in the future in this tournament. Everyone knows how good he is. I have no doubt he's going to prove everyone wrong in that tournament. So good leadership there by Misa. And like to a certain degree, what is the guy supposed to say?
Yeah.
But yeah, Felix, any thoughts on that?
Honestly, like this is a super generic thought, but like,
No, you're
look,
good.
even the biggest superstars have their off nights, and like, I know, like, Gavin McKenna's stock is falling apparently in like, at the upcoming draft, but like, this is still going to be a very good player. So yeah.
Yeah, he'll be fine. These fumbles happen.
I still think he's the consensus, not even close, first overall offenseman. Like, there's some debates about defensemen, but I still don't think there's any offensemen that are even challenging him for first.
So here's my $1 million question for both of you. Does Igor Chernyshov score his first NHL goal against the Vegas Golden Knights?
I thought it was going to happen here, so I guess law of sunken cost fallacy. I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Felix, how about yourself?
I agree. I thought that was going to happen tonight as well, but the thing about Vegas is they're fucking like, when they want to be, they can still be fucking stingy, and like they can still be pretty hard on the forecheck. So there's that. But look, I guess as obviously him and Mac have just remarkable chemistry right now. So anything can happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Here's my next $1 million question for the two of you. Sharks have 4 games left in the month of December. They play the Golden Knights, the Vancouver Canucks, the Anaheim Ducks, and the Minnesota Wild. What's their record to end the month of December?
Let's see, what are they right now?
Well, they've
we got like total record. I thought we were just asking for the last 4 games.
No, just the last 4 games. Like, what's their last 4 games? Like, are they going 3-1?
2-2.
Huh? 2-2?
I think it's gonna be a 2-2.
How about you, Felix?
Let me see. So Vegas. Let me get the schedule up.
It's Vegas, Canucks, Ducks, Wild.
Vegas, Canucks, Ducks, Wild. Let's see, Vegas. Yeah, I might actually. Let me see. Vegas is 50-50 for me, to be honest. Canucks, I feel like they are getting a win in Vancouver. Anaheim, I think they've been on the rise of late, and except for that one. I think they played last night against Dallas, and they just absolutely got shellacked. And then the Wild, I mean, they won against. They have a good record. They're a decent-ish record against the Wild. I'm not sure what their actual record is, but I would say around. I would say 2-2 as well, perhaps.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer and go 1-3.
Wow.
Like so here's the thing.
Sorry, boys.
The optimist in me it wants to say 3-1. But yeah, we'll go 2-2.
I think there's a mix of we've kind of been on a little bit of like a wobble in the last few games. It is heading into the holidays, which I think is kind of a bit of a crapshoot when it comes to NHL hockey.
Yeah.
And we've got injuries. Like, yeah, I'd like to say I'm confident against Vancouver, but to be honest, we were pretty confident going to this game, and it still didn't end up well. But we've also absolutely outplayed teams that should have just dominated us. I mean, there was the example of Carolina where they beat us. I'm trying to remember what the first game was. Was it like 4-1 or something like that?
Talk about Carolina. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to talk about Carolina, get over it. But also, they have definitely been one of the top teams that we've actually played multiple games against and actually have won. I guess you could also say the Colorado where we won in overtime.
Yeah. Naturally, I'd like Christopher is saying here, naturally, they're only going to beat Vegas. And with that, if you want to find us again, I almost played the music button. Oh my, I'm rusty. If you want to find us again, you can find us on the YouTube, and you can find us all over the place. We go live after every Sharks game, and we'll be back live on Tuesday, which is my birthday, by the way. I turned 23. I'm old. I'm about to piss everyone off with that comment. I'm aware. But you can find us on the YouTube, the Twitter machine. We're everywhere. If you want to listen to this on the audio again, it'll be up probably later tonight because I still don't know how to put a show to bed to save my life. And with that, do we have final thoughts? Let's go. This is a winnable game. Are you talking about Vegas or Seattle? Seattle was a very winnable game. Again, if we play this game 100 times, we probably win 95. All right, Tyler, let's hear your final thoughts.
My final thoughts are that Jules is talking about how she's old and that she could probably still be on the Will Mack line if she were in the NHL.
I mean, the average age of that line, I think, is like 20. So,
how
Colin Graff is
20.5, I guess.
Colin Graff is how old? Like 23.
Is he 23?
He's 23 or 22. Chernishov's 20. Mac is 19. And let's see how old Colin Graff is.
Yeah. But no, final thoughts. This was a good game. I can't think of a single time during this game that I didn't think that the Sharks were going to come back. There's multiple times where they almost did. I mean, Igor almost got his first in the first period, and then Eklund just could not sink it, even though he had multiple opportunities to do so. And I'm not saying that's on him. I'm just saying Decord did stand on his head, but there was absolutely a world where not only do the Sharks win, it's not even close.
Yeah. Also, Colin Graff is 23, so the average age of that line is 19, 20.
You're old enough to be on the Will Mack line. Shut up.
Is that our new like modulation? If you're old or not, is that if you're old enough to be on the Will Mack line? If you're like 2 years above the average age, that means you're not old. Is that the new threshold? This is beyond me. All right, Felix, go ahead. Final thoughts.
So my final thoughts. Well, we've seen how pissed off Matt can get when the team loses. So we're talking about a 3-point game against Vegas, right?
Either that or a hat trick.
Oh yeah, no, but honestly, look, I agree. Like, this was a fun game to watch. Obviously, we know the result, but this was a fun game. The Sharks had a bazillion chances. They just couldn't bury enough of them. Decord stood on his head, and it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. And I do expect Macklin to continue, obviously, rising up the records and just continuing to do just the absolute stupidest shit. Like in those records, it's just, just enjoy the ride, guys. Enjoy the ride.
Also, before I forget, Pucknologist is happening tomorrow night at 6 p.m. AJ and Ian will break down the week that was Sharks hockey, and you don't want to miss it. They have a fun week to talk about for sure. A lot of things happened. A lot of things. And we had a few trades last night.
Yes,
GMs
we did.
got bored.
They were really weird. Kind of felt like very much overpays, and it's kind of scary for what the trade deadline might turn into based on those trades.
This is why I don't really want the Sharks to buy, because if those are the prices, I'm running that way.
Yeah, I don't want them to buy it. Sell everything.
And with that, come back to us on Tuesday night for a wrap-up of the Vegas Sharks game. Come back to us tomorrow for Pucknologists as we recap the week that was Sharks hockey. And we'll be back on Teal Town, USA. Have a good night, everyone.